For a limited time to kick off the EVO 10 sweepstakes, we are running double entries at throtl.com. 2 times entries on the EVO expires January 23rd, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is actually today. So whether you're looking for performance car parts or your favorite throtl apparel, shop before noon to secure your double entries to get the EVO. With that said, let's get into today's episode. Welcome back to the throtlVIP YouTube channel, guys. My name is Quinn and I'm here with Mickey. We just picked up our brand new, well, new to us, 2012 Mitsubishi Lancer.
13.
Is it a 13?
It's not 10 years old yet, buddy.
Production date is August 12th. I guess that does make it a 13. 2013 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10. I'm very eager to get this up on a rack. She's a ripper. She's got good bones. There are a few things wrong with it, but I really just want to kind of comb through the car, see what makes this thing tick, see how it's laid out.
Quinn,
just look around.
It drives nice though.
It does. It does drive very nice.
Of all things, like that's, to us, is the most important, that it's actually a good driver, and it is. Like, I had a blast driving it back. I'm looking forward to starting to change the looks and make it more of a ripper. But like you said, the bones, they're solid. But we haven't looked underneath it yet, so that could be some surprises. So if there's anything wrong, we're gonna find out now.
To start, a few cosmetic things. Headlights are condensed pretty well. There is some PPF kind of all around the car in some odd spots
Funky
that
PPF
we need to
everywhere.
get dealt with.
Oh.
That's another one. That's a 4-second problem.
I got that handled. I'll do that right now. There are those squeaky doors around here.
We get some hood props.
Yep, already on my list. Actually, Greddy makes a really nice set, the same ones I have on my FD, so we'll probably be getting those.
Under the hood is actually really quite impressive. Everything looks in really good condition. Everything looks in really good shape, aside from the
Well, the one thing we did see when we picked it up was that whoever had this must have had an intake on it because they didn't refasten that properly. So that's the easy fix. We have those clips here. So
you could also use a battery, but that's...
Oh, the battery is real old.
It's not terrible, actually.
We're gonna be replacing all of this with some aftermarket goodies anyway, so. But it's nice to know it's all here. Mud, who knew? I mean, they do build these as rally cars. I guess the guy that had it before us was trying to be Tommy Mackinnon. Peter Solberg.
A little moist.
A little bit of leakage from something here, so we're gonna have to pop this off. Good news is this is the access panel for the drain plug for the oil pan, so hopefully it's just, they did a last oil change or whatever, just a little bit of residual. There is a little relief hole here, and that's where it seems to be coming from. So
on the trailing?
Yeah,
no, I think it's all just trailing from that still. Aside from it being dirty, everything looks pretty good. She is a little moist. We should clean it off really good.
Somebody put these on, and before they put these on, they wiped the paint with. Oh, I didn't know you're filming. I think the last owner must have, like, somebody debadged this car, and I think they must have put them back on or something. Before they did, they wiped the car with some sort of acetone or something and damaged the paint. So we're gonna have to pull those back off, buff that out. Hopefully it's fixable. This one looks absolutely brand new.
Yeah.
This logo.
Like
There's no other weathering on it. Even this one looks new. So I wonder if this car was like debadged. I know it's a pretty common thing to do. Yeah. Street parking.
Yeah. It's getting nailed.
Somebody's license plate bolts. Oh man, so many things I want to do to this already.
These calipers have definitely seen better days.
This is pretty common though. We've seen this on Subarus, on, what else has had this? I'm pretty sure just mainly the Subarus, the clear coat on these calipers does not stand the test of time, unfortunately. It actually like delaminates from the red paint.
New rotors, new pads.
Yep, new rotors, new pads. That's a shame because we're gonna be putting our own new rotors and new pads on here. So these are gonna actually get, those are gonna go in the first sale pile.
Dude, these control rooms are filled.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're gonna have to literally get here with the vacuum and suck all this shit out. See the front controller?
Oh yeah, totally. Side of the block is kind of like that as well.
Is it?
Just dirt everywhere. That was your thought. Sandy road, dirt road. Even then, if you're kicking up that much dust, you know.
Yeah, probably getting after it pretty good. But what do I know? I've never done that before. Yeah, I got shot. Oh man, this is really on there, dude. I'm gonna have to grab something for that because it's not coming off.
Shocks look surprisingly new. And shocks are surprisingly clean.
Yeah, probably because they spent their life in somebody's garage because this thing had coilovers on it.
Fair enough. We're gonna have to get Ricky after these calipers.
Oh yeah. Just using an old vinyl squeegee that's destroyed just to break the stuff loose. Not scratch the paint. You know what? We should probably reach out to one of those vapor hone companies.
Ooh, this would be perfect for that.
Get the whole bottom side vapor hone, make it look like brand new again.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
It's a little cleaner. Every one of these arms is just coated in dirt, mud. Could be worse. Could be an East Coast car.
Yeah. So it's the next day, guys. We're working on the EVO and we're gonna do some basic maintenance, but one thing I really wanna do because it's bugging me is get this terrible PPF off. Mickey kind of started picking at it and now it's kind of like half coming off the car and I don't like it, so I'm just gonna go through and take it completely off. It seems like it's coming off pretty nice though, so I'm gonna get a heat gun, warm this up, and hopefully it'll come off a lot nicer, but we need to get rid of that because the clean white looks way better than this terrible faded PPF. We got a majority of the PPF off. Don't worry, Will. So we got a majority of the PPF off, and one of the problems with it is that it's kind of leaving all of this adhesive behind, so we got to clean that off. And Mickey's using a wrap remover.
Yeah, they call it dip dissolver, but this is actually the same stuff that you can buy in a bottle. It's adhesive remover. When I used to own my graphic shop, we used to use the same stuff. It had a totally different name. Smelled exactly the same, the exact same thing. So using it to remove the glue, you can see it's actually starting to peel it up for us now. Just kind of spray it out and let it sit. But one thing we showed you guys previously is this, whatever they used to wipe this before they put the emblems on, we thought it had stained the paint, but this is actually taking it off. So that's sweet. We just gotta work around the letters a little bit and get in there. But that's a nice surprise because I was thinking we were gonna have to color sand that.
Beauty.
Why the dealership didn't do that, I don't know. Clean it up a little better, but why dealerships do a lot of things I'll never understand. So.
That looks way better already.
But look at the color. I mean, it's definitely
It's the next day, guys. We still got the EVO up on the lift. We kind of have an idea of what's going on underneath the car, which is good. Obviously, there's a lot of cleaning needing to be done. So we're gonna start off very simple. We're just gonna do an oil change. There is a bit of seeping on the filter and the oil pan. So I don't know if it's coming from the pan gasket or maybe the filter itself. So we're gonna change the oil, clean everything off. I wanna take these under trays off. I'm gonna get them nice and clean. I cleaned the tray for the oil filter, which is right here. So I cleaned the tray. So this guy goes like that, so that's nice. So I want to get the rest of the panels this clean so we can have somewhere to start with this, because this is a freaking absolute mess. You can see dirt just coming off everywhere. And then eventually we'll get to cleaning the rest of the undercarriage. So let's get started. Transmission looks good. We got some seeping going on there. So the edges of the pan gasket are kind of dirty. This back here's dry, it's a little moist up here. So we might be in for a pan gasket, which in this case is pretty simple. So I'm gonna change the oil. I don't know, because this might be from the oil filter just not being tight and it just leaks everywhere, or it could be the pan gasket. So we're gonna clean everything off, change the oil, and just kind of keep an eye on it. And if it does this again, then we'll know it's the pan gasket and we can throw a new one on. But the sides of the block look perfectly fine.
Well, let me see. Let me show the people. Let me show the people.
So it's not wet, it's just dirty, which means nothing is leaking from up top. The front of the timing cover is the same, and this side of the block is the same. So the leak has got to be either from the pan or the filter. So let's drain it, clean it, and then keep an eye on it. Fresh. It's not terrible, but it's not fresh.
So you're telling me the dealer didn't change it? Weird.
Alright, so we're going to be using Motul fluid in this. It is a 5W30. As you guys know, we run Motul fluids in pretty much every car we build here, and the EVO is going to be no exception. So you can get Motul fluid at throtl.com. Don't forget, every dollar you spend is going to be an entry to win this EVO. The nice thing about this is you don't have to buy crazy expensive parts to get entered to win in the car. You can buy things like basic maintenance fluids. Keep your car running right. So let's get this thing filled up. About, yep. We're gonna start it up, check the level, make sure everything's good, and cut some stuff apparently. All right, let's check our level.
Nope.
She can use that. Oh my God, Rick, he's so loud. He's so loud. We need to add about half a quart to the EVO. Not bad. Almost there, almost spot on. Oil level's good.
It's about time.
I am going, Jesus. Put some clips in that, because that's super loose. Keep that from flopping around.
Wow, this engine bay looks better now than it did at the dealership. Nice job, Quinn.
Thank you.
I don't know what you did, but
Change the oil.
my man.
That's it. There we go.
Now we are putting a new intake on here, so those are going to end up getting changed out. But you know what? I think the new intake that we're getting replaces this and the intake tube, and I think you reuse this intake. So.
Is that straight? Yeah. It's a good thing I didn't send her.
No battery?
What do we got? That's good. What is that?
What's going on here?
That needs a Hellcat motor. That's what this thing needs. It's kind of G, dude. This throtl JDM style. What would that look like? Some works?
No, you can't.
Works on this?
That is so improper,
No?
so like not
People would get
period
mad.
correct.
Nothing we do is period correct.
What? Oh,
Wide body and
Mickey
air
is gonna
suspension.
have your head.
Now we need a shift knob. I don't know what color we're gonna choose, so I think I'm just gonna grab like 2 or 3 and we'll just kind of experiment. We are M10 by 125. I'm going white,
Yeah,
so
I
we'll
do
grab
like
a
the white.
we'll grab a white.
White's a good choice.
Let's grab a gray. I'm feeling the gray.
I'm feeling the gray too.
Maybe blue? Blue's kind of a Subaru color. Huh? Grab a blue. Yeah, let's start with these. We'll go from there. All right, let's see.
Oh, you're going blue first.
I'm going blue out of the gate. I want to see how the blue feels with the red. It's a little much, I think.
I'm feeling the whitey.
You feeling white? I was gonna go gray next. I like that. Let's see what the white looks like. I like white. I think we're going white. So if you guys want to pick up your own shift knob, head over to throtlVIP.com. Yeah, put that.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, sure, guys. All right, give it another shot.
You guys.
Oh, someone hit the reboot button.
So this is the stock knob. I'm just gonna sneak it. Just gonna sneak it in there. See how long it takes them to notice. We are going to move on to changing the transmission fluid, the transfer case fluid, and the rear diff fluid. Pretty much all of our powertrain fluids, and just get this thing full of brand new fluid. Always take the fill plug out first if you're changing trans fluid or diff fluid, because if you take the drain plug out and you can't get the fill plug out, you're in for a really bad time.
That's a good tip of the day, eh?
Yep. You drain your transmission fluid and you can't get the fill plug out, you are hosed. There's nothing you can do. You're done.
I feel like that should be common sense.
You would think.
It's not.
No.
Have you worked
People
with?
just go for the drain.
But you gotta pull the fill plug out to fill it. So if you drain it and you
Well,
can't get it,
yeah. Or they take it out, they drain it, and then oh, I gotta take the fill plug out. Oh, for some reason I can't. Now you're having a bad time. You're a little full there, eh?
yeah, like over full by quite a lot. I don't think it hurts.
No, Quinn's a tough guy.
Comes the splash. Splash down. Shamu splash.
What is this bolt?
Is that not the plug?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Oh, I guess not. No, it's right there.
That's a sick bolt, by the way.
That's not the right bolt.
Pro tip: remove the right bolt.
I love it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Weird, huh?
Look at this.
What are we looking at?
Those are metal shavings.
Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot of metal shavings.
Yeah. It's alright.
Is that normal?
For a manual transmission, yeah, especially if this transmission has never been serviced before. That's just what manual transmissions do. Most transmissions do that too, even autos. The thing is gear oil, like transmissions and differentials, they're all sealed units, so they never get exposed to outside air. That's the reason you have to change engine oil so often, is because you have piston rings and all that stuff, it gets blow by, so it gets air going through it and it makes it dirty. So there's no combustion inside of a transmission, so the fluids can go a lot longer without needing to be changed. So transmission, usually you'll service like every 2 to 5 years, where an oil change you need to change it like every 4 or 5 months.
Siri, go ahead and pause for me, please. Quinn, let me get a little breakdown for the What?
Holy
What is this saying?
You just gave her the traffic report and didn't
She
even
did.
pause. We need to pour fluid into the transmission. Now, most transmissions, most manual transmissions and differentials, how you tell the level is they will put the fill plug at the height that the level should be. So it's all you do is add fluid until fluid starts coming out of the fill plug and then it's full. The disadvantage to that is that the fill plug is on the side and I can't stick this up there to pour it in like that. So you gotta have a fluid pump, which is what this guy is. So we have one that's got the top cut out of it so we can pump fluid up into the transmission, and you just pump fluid until it kind of starts coming out and then you're done. We got the transfer case and the transmission done, so now we're going to move on to the rear diff. All we have left is the gear oil, so we are not going to be changing the AYC system, which is the active yaw control. So these diffs are actually pretty trick. So it has a mechanical diff and then it has an airplane. It's pretty much like a smart differential, which can be programmed, versus like an LSD is mechanical and you can't change anything about it. So this is pretty trick, but this system uses a pump, bunch of fluid lines, it uses ATF instead of gear oil, so we're gonna leave that alone for now, and we're gonna just change the diff fluid. That's it. Our rear diff is done. On to spark plugs. So we need to remove the ignition coils, which are these guys here. Remove the 10s. What is this? Oh, that goes here.
Spare.
That's where that goes. Look-see down here. None of them have oil on them, which means our valve cover isn't leaking, which is good. It's a good start. Spark plug socket with a swivel head. Ooh, baby! Gear wrench. Ooh, she was a little loose.
How many spark plugs have you changed in your lifetime so far?
Oh, that, I have no idea. Way more than I can count.
Like hundreds?
Oh, probably in the thousands.
In the thousands?
Well into the thousands, yeah.
How are we looking?
Pretty good. These have been replaced. NGK wires. Oh, same plug we got. What do you think?
Oh, it looks good. Doesn't look bad.
You gotta give it the taste test.
Little rich. Smells good. It's like mac and cheese.
Smells like mac and cheese, my guy just said.
It smells like Kraft mac and cheese. It's like premium Kraft macaroni and cheese. I like it.
We're gonna be throwing in some NGK Iridium plugs. Get this thing running right again. Keep the maintenance healthy, keep it running forever. And if you'd like to get a set of NGK plugs for your car, you can find them at throtl.com. Did you see that coming? We do need a new battery for this. This one's coming apart. So that is going to be it for today's video, guys. We're done messing around with our EVO. We got all of our basic maintenance done, which is good. All of our fluids are brand new. I'm very excited for this. There are a few things we need to fix on the car. We're still working through the paint. We got the PPF off. We got all that glue removed. We got the oil leak semi-resolved. Hopefully it doesn't come back. If it does, we're going to be doing a pan gasket on it. We do have to clean the undercarriage of the car. The thing is still super dirty, but all in all, there are a couple problems, but I think this car has really good bones to build the next sweepstakes car out of. So it's going to be very fun. Mickey has put together a huge Mickey list for this car. It's going to be absolutely insane. And I think it's going to be one of the best sweepstakes cars overall. I think it's going to be a really good car and a really good build. Every dollar you spend at throtl.com is going to get you entries in to win this thing, plus $20,000 cash. Comment down below how you guys think the build is going to turn out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Fantastic. Comment down below if you think Quinn's gonna f the car up. You can't put it in the video. I was just kidding.
The most commented video ever.
All right.
No faith. No faith.